I thought it was all over.
Hey Bowers, how was your week? We hope it was a very nice week because I don't know how was your week, but mine wasn't the greatest.
How are you doing, guys? Welcome to the second episode of BISC Unscripted. I'm Eben.
I'm Dagm.
And I'm Dana.
And how was your week, guys?
Yeah, tell us about your week. What happened?
Nothing big or like distinctive happened, but it wasn't like a very exciting week, we can say. It was normal.
Was it hectic?
Yeah.
It was hectic.
Yeah.
Ah.
With work and stuff?
Yeah, and studies. We're just out of midterms, but there's a lot to catch up now. Like, I don't know how we got so many content.
Don't work and study, guys. Don't work and study. Yeah. I guess that's the thing.
What about your weeks?
My week was good. I was chilling all week. I had a couple classes here and there. But it was a calm week. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, mine was nice.
Mine was fulfilling. It was a good week. It was not the best, but it was a good week.
Anything special?
Nah, like big moves coming up, here and there.
Big move?
Big moves. Big moves,
Hopefully you'll announce.
Hopefully it's that big for the announcement,
Wow.
You don't want an evil eye or anything.
We'll buy you a cake or something.
I'm the biggest believer in that, by the way.
So yeah, listen. So today we have content. Might not be the largest amount of content, but we're gonna do our thing, yeah? So yeah, basically today we have an unpopular opinion, and everyone who's not familiar with an unpopular opinion, it's something which is unpopular, basically.
It's an opinion which everyone doesn't agree with, basically.
Uh-huh.
And it's a bit argumentative sometimes. But we have...
That's the fun of it.
That's the fun of it. Make sure to send your requests for your unpopular opinions and your questions on our socials. And so let's continue with our unpopular opinion.
Yeah, let's start with that. So today's episode, our unpopular opinion is creativity is dead.
Ooh.
What do you think? Let's start with Dana.
Me?
What do you think about the phrase itself?
So I think that it's very unfair to say that it's dead like 100% for a lot of content creators out there that are basically doing a very good job coming up with these new ideas. I think creativity in social media is at its peak. Not good.
Creativity at social media.
In social media.
Okay.
Oh my God.
She's
Are
saying
you gonna
and.
fake?
Listen, I'm trying to hear what you say.
You're putting words in her mouth, bro.
Guys, I'm not a native English speaker, and I've said this to them like 1,000 times. Anyways, like I feel in social media, like everyone is coming up with something, especially influencers and people that live from social media. It's like, how do you even think about that? But I think, for example, students, it is reducing and decreasing a lot in creativity. Why? Because we have AI tools. So that is kind of limiting all of us to not think outside of the box. It's like, hey, chat, give us ideas for this. Guys, we've
Guilty.
used it.
Yeah.
We've
I'm
used
guilty
it, and
for
for this.
Don't put us on the spot like that, Like we're supposedly gonna be the engineers or something,
Listen, if I have to create something from scratch, I will. But like, I need kind of like a push, and
Need something to.
to just give me the spark.
But for creativity, let's look at the broader scope of creativity. It's in like art, music, fashion, and TV, and all those aspects.
Okay.
Do you think like we're at the peak of creativity right now?
No, not in the peak. In those areas, I think there's a lot more to discover. But I think in social media, like a lot of people are just coming up with very cool ideas and all of
I
that.
see that. I see your point. What he was saying, let's think like, compare like, of course, like let's say when you compare creativity in social media now and maybe a few years back, definitely you making a very valid point. Like you're very right with that. But like what he was saying, let's look at different ideas. Let's look at like what fashion. Let's say. Let's start with fashion itself. I believe like creativity in fashion it's just dead. It's not dead itself, but like fashion is, it's not fashioning anymore.
It's like kind of insult for people that are just creating new things and we're not aware of them. Because I'm not a very big follower of fashion either. So I can't just say I'm like, yeah, creativity is dead in fashion when I don't know every single fashion designer out there.
Neither do I. But like, actually, let's double back on, let's rewind on something. What do you call creativity itself? Because like you can bring up something.
Let me ask Gemini right now.
Let's think of that itself, because like there is new stuff a lot coming out, but like I believe creativity is like, I don't know if creativity has a bad or good to it. That's what I was gonna go to, like, cause like let's say you see all these fashion shows going on. There's people who will be coming on wearing like a box,
Trash bag.
exactly, a trash bag or something like that. You know, that is so-called creativity as well, apparently. You know, what do you think of that?
Okay, so let Dagm speak now.
I believe it's creativity. For example, like if we look at music, for example, like music now, I would say music is dying, bro. Like if you go look 7, 8 years ago, 10 years ago, like music was very good. Now, I couldn't say specific time for its peak, but now it's not, I can tell you it's not on its peak. Because you see the thought, the effort that's gone into making, like, for example, one song, and you see them now, it's all algorithms and everything. I feel like these systems, it makes things easier, but at the same time will kill creativity.
Which might, I believe it might go back to like, there's innovations and there's not creativity. That's what I was gonna go with. Because it's like, you're just rewinding with the same idea, but you're just like modifying it a bit. And that's not being creative, because the foundation of the idea is still there, but you're just building on it, you know? So that's where I'm like, you know, anything, art can be in different forms, like you were saying. It can be fashion, it can be music, it can be art itself, like portraits, whatever. Games. Let's even think about games right now. We're not much of gamers, neither of us, I believe. But like, games used to be good back then. I can't remember the last time I played a game, honestly. That's because I feel like the games now are trash.
That's
I
an
can't
unpopular
make
opinion
it,
again.
yeah. I can't like, I can't agree or disagree with that.
Did you have a phase of like gaming a lot?
No. The only time, like,
That's such a healthy habit, by the way.
in Latin America, we have this website that it was called like games.com. In Spanish, it's another name. That I don't want to just like say it in Spanish.
Just say it. Tell our audience. We might have a Spanish audience.
No. Do we? Anyways, we would enter and there's like bunch of games in that website. That it's all I used to like play before. Like I couldn't make an opinion about if it's.
How many years ago was that? Long time ago, right?
Yeah. I was like 10.
Is there a phase you had like to stop?
No, I just stopped.
Just
Yeah.
Grew it or something?
Yeah. Going back, by the way, to the music thing, I think, like, for example, and going back as well to Latin America, like 20 years ago, I can say, 20 years ago, there was a genre that didn't even exist back then,
Okay.
which was basically the reggaeton, which this was born with creativity of people. So 20 years ago, that didn't even exist, and now it's one of the best genres of music in the Latin American music industry. I don't know. So, but I also agree with that it's everything just now that 20 years after, like it's way like repetition. You see that everyone's just doing the same. They just want to publish and like upload
Sell
music and sell, like get money and stuff. You can see that music and songs, some songs of course, don't even have feelings to them. They're just like saying.
There's no passion to it.
Yeah, exactly. Like people nowadays, and we have to understand that it's very competitive, the industry nowadays, especially music. So they just want to get something that this has potential to like be trendy. But if you hear the words, they don't even like have a sense or like depth to it. So I think there was creativity at least 20 years ago.
Okay.
And people that were pioneering the genre, they were creative because they were like basically settling the grounds for everyone else. But now, currently, there's a lot of singers that don't have creativity at all. They're just like repeating what everyone did.
In my opinion, there's a lot of noises which are like music. you know, to what you were saying. Yeah, I call them noises. I call them noises. Like specifically with my like go-to genre, which is hip hop and everything. Like it's sad. It's really sad in my opinion, because like when you look at hip hop, don't even go way too far. Don't go like what year are we in? 2024.
2016.
Yeah, go 10 years back, 8 years back, something like that. Music was at its peak. Like everything was good. Samples were good. Producing was good. Not saying it's bad now, but there's some good apples to it. But there's just plenty of bad apples, you know?
True.
That's what I can say about that. Yeah. Or maybe let's even think of like, let's think of another form of art. Let's say movies. Nice.
When's the
Movies.
last time you found like a new movie and you were completely satisfied with it?
I mean, I'm gonna get laughed at this. Not gonna
Go on.
But like, oh my god, no. I don't know, but like, I don't know if you know this song, this movie. It's like a Disney movie that it's dedicated for Mexico. You know, like these Disney movies that are dedicated for countries. So this movie is named Coco. It's so good, so good. This movie is a piece of art, and it was published like 6 years ago, I think.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
Think 2020 and post 2020.
Has there been like, what's the word? Is it a re-up, a remodel? What do they call a rip-off of like the movie or something recently? Like let's say you've seen Home Alone, right? The old Home Alone.
Yeah.
You know, there's probably a new Home Alone, right? Yeah, something like that. Has there been a newer version?
No, it's animated. It's animated movie. That's why I thought I was gonna get laughed at, but apparently I didn't. It's
because we don't know it.
Yeah, maybe. But this movie itself, I love it. I keep watching it so much. It's so nice. For me, I don't agree, by the way. Movies, I think right now, they're very good.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's another unpopular opinion.
That's a very unpopular opinion. Wow.
Because what do you think about the movies? You're the one who brought it up. What do you think about the movies recently?
I feel like music.
It's a long night in the Galata contest. It's a long night here, yeah.
Alright, so I feel like movies. Okay, here we go again.
Good.
Movies recently, because we grew up watching. I feel like the best time of television, and then like coming now, you see whatever genre of music movies.
Dana needs to have a moment.
I'm sorry. Whatever genre of movies you want to watch, I feel like it's getting degraded somehow.
A lot.
Yeah, and like I feel like it's a lack of passion people put into it, time, passion, and
I'm so sorry. Do you see me tearing up? Do you see it?
okay, it was not that funny. Well, everyone makes mistakes, you know. So yeah, and yeah, I just feel like it's getting degraded.
Let's like look at, cause like we've like attached ourselves to actors a lot, or like different type of casts or anything in a movie, this and this. Maybe it's different with like TV shows and everything, but let's say if it's movies, you know, like if it's a certain type of like genre of movie, you're gonna be expecting some people and everything. Dana, give us a break here.
Can I take a break?
You gotta do this on camera, right?
Bro, like, I mean, like, it wasn't even that funny because it wasn't.
I'm saying,
I don't know, I'm
bro.
laughing about it.
Basically, like we cling to a certain type of like, what do they call it? Some actors, like if you see a Brad Pitt movie, you know, you're gonna be like, ah shit, this is fire, you know. If you see a Leonardo DiCaprio movie, you're gonna be like, this has to be
Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie, Ana de Armas for me, you know, like, yeah. So, but like now, it's like if I even see a Bruce Willis movie, I'm like, nah, it's the same old, you know. Or a Chris Hemsworth movie, I'm gonna be like, you know, like.
Yeah. By the way, this guy hates on movies based off the cast,
Oh my god.
and like he's like, it's just getting repetitive. Or
I swear to God, like the idea is the same, you know. you see an action movie, it's gonna be the same script but twisted. It's gonna be a bank robbery. They're gonna get somewhere. They're gonna get stuck. Then
He slept in between Bad Boys. We were watching Bad Boys, and then he just slept.
listen.
Did you watch Oppenheimer?
No, I didn't.
I haven't watched it, by the way.
Oppenheimer
You're the goat. You're goated.
is the pinnacle of art.
Maybe that's where we contradict ourselves now.
Yeah.
Because it's a new movie and this and this.
And the cast was chosen perfectly, and everything about the movie, like it was 3 hours. Unless you're like,
Was it like boring?
it wasn't boring. That's what I'm saying. 3 hours, I was locked in for the whole movie.
You were?
I know a guy who watched Oppenheimer 10 times. That's 30 hours of his life.
And he made a review to it.
Who did that, by the way? Who watched?
One of our friends.
Oh, okay. I missed that. I thought it was yourself.
No. I only watched it once.
And he watched it 10 times, Dana, and we haven't watched it even a single time.
Yeah, I haven't.
And I remember he wrote a review about it. Like, I think it was on his 8th watch.
Wow.
And like, he wrote a long review about it.
Put his heart into the review, by the way.
Really?
And that's the kind of movies we need like these days. So, you know, people just sit down, watch the movie, and just love it so much.
See, creativity is not dead in movies.
Yeah, but like,
It
we're
was
talking
something
about
new,
one
apparently.
movie.
Yeah, but it's not
Like,
that. That's why I
think of
said it's
another movie.
unfair to say that it's dead.
I mean, yeah, like generally speaking,
Yeah.
you can't say it's dead, but I believe like
It's way less.
it's degraded. That's
Yeah.
that's the word I think. Yeah, it's on a downhill.
Another movie, which maybe recent movie, which I would say gave me maybe like an Oppenheimer feeling, although I've never watched it. The Irishman. The Irishman. Have any of you watched it? It's also a almost 4 hours movie. 3 hour 40 minutes, something like that. Good movie. Like it gets you hooked. Like you really want to watch it. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch it in a single sitting. Like I watched it 2 days, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, but like I was hooked for the part of it. Like I was really hooked, and that's like what 2021, 22. If I'm not mistaken. So there's not like, and let's go back maybe again. Let's say into fashion, Dana. Are you really into fashion like that?
No.
No, like fashion shows or anything like that. But you know the new trends and this, right?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Listen, nowadays we're going back to the trends of the what? You can laugh at me now. We're going back to the trends of the 2000s.
Exactly. Why?
So yeah, maybe there's lack of
Creativity is on the verge.
Because
Yeah.
we're looking for something and we're going back to find it instead of creating something new, something, you know.
We're trying to bring back the old thing. We're trying to bring that. We're trying to bring back the baggy. We're trying to bring back.
What is wrong with us today?
We're trying to bring back. What else are we trying to do? Like looking.
The low-rise jeans.
You know, like uglies, a different type of good now or something. Not like ugly, but something.
Like, yeah.
Bro,
like,
this-
like, you know that shoe, like, the goose something?
The goose.
Golden?
The golden goose.
Yeah. Have you seen that shoe?
Ugly.
Yeah. So I think you'd know it, like it's the logo's like a star.
Yeah, and they look dirty.
And they're dirty. Like when you buy it, it's dirty.
You buy it dirty.
Yeah.
It's
They're not dirty.
It's not
That's how
dirty. It's
they
just
look.
the design is just dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they just call it creativity. Like look at the things Balenciaga does.
Some people love it though.
It's just hopping onto the hype train, in my opinion.
True.
Why are you shitting on me while I'm wearing a Balenciaga?
I didn't notice.
I'm just saying, bro.
He went silent. He looked down. What is Balenciaga doing?
Bro, Balenciaga, like, if you've seen the designs, the shoes, like they make these.
You never know. We might have the Balenciaga CEO one day visit us, bro. Like
I'll tell him to his face.
I.
Tell them to his face.
No, you wouldn't. No,
I
you
would.
wouldn't.
I would.
You were like, "Hi, sir. Hire me."
Hopefully he doesn't see this.
Yeah. But in general, my take is creativity is dying. And it's on a very downhill decline or whatever.
For me, there is still.
So it's still going on.
Yeah.
There's something you feel like they've actually improved on, like a whole lot. Like you would be like, this thing is definitely contradictory. Like any form of art, you would say, nah, creativity is now at its peak more than 10 years ago or 20.
Oh my God.
You did say something though, like social media creativity.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
Look at ads back in the days, bro.
Ads had you hooked. You know, like a bank ad you used to watch on the TV and everything.
Yeah.
It used to be like an insurance ad, but you would find yourself like in the ad hooked. There's a lion in the background or something.
Exactly.
You know, these ads still exist. I had this. Why are you going silent? Damn.
No,
I went.
listening.
I had a class like last semester. It was global advertising. Very good class, by the way. Take it. So we used to analyze ads. They're still there. Like Volvo has these type of ads. Volkswagen has these type of ads. Like health insurance, they have very good ads. But for some reason, I don't see them on my phone, for example, or I don't watch TV anymore. So there's no way we can watch ads now.
Yeah, and
good
that's
ads.
And then
But
the social
there are
media.
some ads that you're like, it's a story. The ones that have you hooked is the stories. But now, like for example, if I see some ads on my YouTube, I'm like, oh my God, skip. Because it's not story. The ones that have you hooked, they're stories. And they're still there, but we just don't get them in our screens.
Yeah.
Because they target other people. For example, Volvo is not going to target a person watching like a vlogger on
That's
YouTube.
crazy disrespect though, but you do make a valid point. So yeah, listen, so guys, let us know what you think about the creativity thing, and yeah, but we think it's dead. I think it's dead personally. Yeah. For the day, our second and hopefully probably the last, we'll see how that goes. Last segment for the day, we have a question of the week. A question did come in, and it goes like this. If you woke up one day, you don't have to wake up or anything, and you were put in a position of power, for example, the president, in your country or any other country you can think of, what's the first thing you think you would do?
I feel like the main question should be, would you take on like the job? Maybe like, no, it's not for me.
Would you?
Honestly, I don't think I would. Because with leading, especially my country, for example, like being able to lead my country, I mean, it would be an honor at the same time, but like, I don't think I'm that guy, bro. I'm not that guy, bro. Honestly, it's tough. It takes, because when you become a leader, you lose privacy first of all, and like you basically just give away your whole life to maybe politics or these decisions, and like actual human beings' lives depend on the decisions you make, and that just scares me, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to have like I'm not trying to be responsible for all like millions of people.
You can't even take care of your own self, huh?
Exactly. Bro, like I still need my mom to take me to the hospital and shit. I'd never go to the hospital without my mom.
So when you go to the appointment with the doctor, they're like, how old are you? Mom.
Basically, I'm that guy.
Really?
Dead ass.
How old are you? Mom.
21. Okay, I should have seen that coming. I thought you were serious. But yeah, Dana is
Dana, bro. Yeah. Dana, what would you do? Would you take on the position?
Listen, I thought about this. I told you last time that I think I would like tell him, okay, I'll take it, but give me 2 days to process it. Because I need to prepare myself. As he said, it's not like just a chill position, that it's like being a boss of a company.
Yes.
No, it's literally being the responsible of, in my case, it would be like 7 million of people. And also like taking care of the relations that you have with other countries as well. And I don't think that's easy at all, because we all know how politics are, of course. But I might have like someone that advised me a lot in the decisions. I think every president has, right?
They do, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would rely a lot on them, like 90% of the time.
But do you think the prep that you would have to take, the 2 days or let's say even a week, would help with anything?
Yeah.
Mentally?
Yeah.
Like to make your decision.
To prepare myself.
Prepare herself.
Ooh, 2 days?
Because like, she's not saying no to the position, if I got you right. Like the 2 days are no for like thinking about it. Therefore like processing, yeah.
Okay, I have the position. I'm gonna do this. Because actually preparing mentally works 100% for me. Like for everything, exams, interviews, applications, everything. I'm like, okay, let's say if they call me like, are you available for today? I'm like, no, let's do it tomorrow. You know, because I need to prepare. Like I need to like plan. I'm not like a spontaneous person at all. So yeah, I would, but I would need like time, maybe.
Okay. What about you?
Listen, one part of there's a contradictory part to it. The taking it, like you said, would be a huge honor for me. But then I'm like, my term would be very disrespectful to the pioneers of the country, you know? But like, with all that disregarded or anything,
Why would it be disrespectful?
because I know I would definitely do much worse.
You would do much
Definitely.
worse. Wow. You
'Cause-
guys don't have hope in yourselves.
No, but you're not prepared for it. Like people are raised to be leaders, you know?
So you think leaders are born, not...
No.
Okay, wait, that's another cultural, not cultural, what the heck, and a popular opinion,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think they are.
We'll get to that once we're done with this, but I don't think they are. Like, I don't think they're...
leaders are born?
I don't think so.
think they are.
Nah.
I think they are.
You think they're born?
Born
Yeah, leaders are born, bro. Like you'll see
I
someone.
think it's I don't know, like something that's giving. Like you cannot make someone be a leader. You can't.
Yeah.
Even if you train them, you just can't. You can, like, yeah, of course you can
You
train.
can make them look like a
Yeah.
leader.
And
but-
even like if you train a group of leaders, there's always going to be a leader in the group of leaders. And they were giving the same training. I think leaders are born 100%.
True.
I think different circumstances make someone a leader. Like, let's say maybe, let me look for anything I can reflect on. Let's say the leader of our country right now. He was a leader who was not supposed to be a leader. He refused the position like 2 times. But look at him now. The leader of how many years now? Almost clocking. Exactly. He prepared himself mentally, you know? So, like, he was put in a position where he was like, you either gotta do this, or you can see the country you fought for go to waste. Like, are you comfortable with that? And the man was like, definitely not. So he took on the position and everything. So he was made a leader in that thing. Throughout the scope of this, that's when he developed all these nice traits. We'll see about him and everything like that. But like, what I was going back to the question, which was if I would take on the position, I would, and I would definitely want to like make it a better country or anything. Yeah, but like it has me thinking like I've been in the country all my life, born and raised and everything. What's the one thing, or like what's the first thing you would be like, I need to change this, I need to work on this, I need to improve on this?
Do you know?
Maybe it would be like diversifying our income. Like maybe not only in one economic activity or anything. Maybe not tourism, maybe not agriculture, maybe not AI technology and this. Diversify our incomes, because we're a small country, landlocked country. There's not really that much for us to grab, you know. We're just making stuff out of basically nothing, you know. So I feel like I would try to diversify our forms of income, let in foreigners, which brings in the tourism.
You guys don't have a lot of tourism.
We have a lot of tourism, like a lot. Like basically the majority of Rwanda's like earnings or anything like that are on tourism. Yeah.
You know, I hear more about visiting Tanzania, for example, but I don't hear at all like visit Rwanda.
Wow, you just said a catchphrase of how many.
Should I leave now?
No, of how many football teams, like on all of their jerseys, you see visit Rwanda.
Really?
I swear.
Which teams?
Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain. On God, look it up. Look it up.
You see, like if you watch a game, you see it.
Without football, let's say.
See, without football comes in.
Because I don't watch clubs. Sorry.
I do get where you're coming from though, because like Tanzania is known for like, what's the word? Safari. A journey, you know. Safari translates to journey in Swahili and all that. They are known for like the wildlife and everything, you know, like Zanzibar, the summer and everything like that. So that's where people like maybe who've never been this close to any of the countries like that, definitely they might hear about Tanzania and everything like that. And as well the influence Tanzania has on some countries. We ain't getting political, by the way. But yeah, basically, like, do you have one thing? Let's say you took on the position. Like, not to, like it's been bugging you or it's really affecting your country, but you feel like you as Dana or you as Dagm, you have that in you.
One thing I'll change is I'll just try to make food accessible. Like a human being should be able to eat 3 times a day, unless they choose not to.
respect you for that because you talk about a country in Africa right
It's
now.
an
African country.
Yeah.
And like food, for some people, food, power, and these things are very scarce in some areas. By the way, there's areas in Ethiopia which have never seen light, like electricity, ever. That's just wild. But like they're improving all of that. But like food, making food accessible to everyone should be I believe should be a priority to all countries.
100%.
Because if someone eats, don't mind where they sleep, don't mind whatever they do, but like if someone's eating, they'll be productive.
And you don't want to add food to like your troubles. Let's say let's think about you right now. Let's say you're even surviving abroad and everything. Among all your troubles, among academics, you know, like the country itself being quite hectic compared to our countries and everything, you don't want to add food to that, you know. You're like, at least let me eat, bro, you know. Like at least let me have some good meals and everything. Let me have meals accessible and everything. Yeah. So what do you think? You say there were a lot.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say all of
Yeah.
this is gonna sound so cocky after what you said, but implement safer public transportation. There, when I came here, I was like, metros are so safe, buses are so safe, they're so well conditioned. There, like a bus, you might not, you will get robbed in buses. Like,
In the bus?
In the bus, inside the bus.
Wait. There's other people in the bus.
Yeah.
So
There-
you
there-
just
That
It'll be
can
like-
be
like-
people of low income that they don't have how to survive, so they steal stuff so they can sell.
I get that,
Yeah.
but there's bystanders, like people sitting in the bus.
They don't
wouldn't
like they
care?
see and they don't say anything.
Wow.
Because you don't know if that person is alone or with someone else or like with a gang or something. Like it's very unsafe, the transportation there. So I would say that, and maybe also we don't have like metros or anything. So, and the city kind of would be very nice with public transportation. I don't like that the only way you can transport there is cars. I hate that. You can't even walk. Making like
Walkways?
Yes. The city is very nice to look at. Like it would be 100% better if we could walk in the city as well. So I think that.
That's definitely like something to touch on compared to where we're living right now. Like Istanbul is.
Yeah. So when they told me you should take buses, you should take metros, you should take tram, I'm like, oh my god, and I'm gonna carry my computer every day to uni. But it's way different.
No, like props to Istanbul, like the planning of this city and everything, you know. Because like,
it's amazing.
yeah, it's
Even look at the roads and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you take Google Maps, you can go anywhere.
Yes.
can never trust Google Maps back home.
Oh.
Like it will definitely mislead you. Like
No. There you can, but we use more Waze. I don't know if you know the app. It's
think
another
I've heard about
navigation app, Waze. It's way better. Like you can actually use navigation applications there. But here, even walking, you can use Google Maps. It's amazing.
It's crazy, honestly.
Yeah. Props.
props to that for sure. Is there anything you want to add on to that? No. So yeah.
I mean, he wouldn't take the position either way.
Yeah, either way, I'm not taking the position, bro. I'm a capitalist. I just care about money.
I mean, you can be a capitalist country.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to do that to my people.
Okay.
You just say it on camera. You're a capitalist right there, and we're just gonna let that slide. I
aren't we gonna discuss
leaders. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Leaders are made. No, leaders are born, not made. That's what you guys were saying. But like, look at, is there like an ideal leader who you've ever studied, or who you think, when you talk about a leader, that's the person who comes to your mind? Like, whoever can be, whoever. Can be your president, can be anyone. Is there anyone like an ideal mind that comes to your, when the word leader comes out?
Listen, I'm just gonna go, maybe it's not famous, but I'm just gonna go with classmates I had in high school. You can see leaders literally from first grade. Like, for example, when organizing a game, it's like, okay, you guys, I'm in this group, you're in this group. And it's the same, like 3 people in the whole years of high school, middle school, elementary school, preschool, everything. It's always the same 3 people, 4 people. Since they were like, when they were like 5, everyone was giving the same opportunities. And then like these kindergartners that would organize the groups for like playing and stuff, they would be like the president of the class later on, and then would be like part of the student committee, all that. So like personally, I've seen it like firsthand. So I think they are born. And even though you try to give because also leaders, I can understand that they can be made if you give them the chance to, because some people don't get the chance. But I've also seen how people get the chance and they still don't know how to deal with it. Some people get the chance, it's like...
What she say, that?
Yeah, some people get the chance and they just know how to do it. They just know. I'm like, how did you learn?
I was gonna ask you a question from that. Do you not think like, how can I phrase this? Like it's a system which has made some people become like that. Let's say in a class, we all attended kindergarten, primary, middle school, whatever, whichever stage of education we're talking about. Did you not have a stage where you expected someone to be the leader, maybe because of their grades, because of their confidence, because of however they stand out? The system itself, the school system, has fueled those people to be in positions which they are. They've fueled those people to they've basically paved the way for them with the words. They can, whatever this person says, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. Like the system has done that for them. Maybe because of their grades, like I was saying, can be because of nepotism, maybe they know people in the school or anything like that. Do you not think like the system itself can make a leader unknowingly like that?
I think it can in some ways, but I'm gonna talk as well from first-hand experience. Like there would be people, like our grade system is like 1 to 100, right? There would be people like having average grades of like 98 out of 100, and I'm talking like around 9th grade, 10th grade. Like this is hard to achieve. So they were given like, we know you are very well disciplined, you know you do your stuff, blah blah. So we're gonna offer you this position, let's say president of the class. They would take it for like a week or something, and then they just can't handle it. But like I don't think grades give you the leader qualities. It does.
They shouldn't actually.
And I know a lot of other classmates at that time that they were very good students, but they're not leaders. And there were other students that were less in grade average, and then they could ace the leader position. I think it can give you like the way for you to just escalate as a leader, but I don't think it affects 100%.
So for the viewers, let us know what you think about the question. Would you take on the position? And if you want to take on the position, do let us know where you're coming from, what you would do about your country, if you can only change something about your country or any other country, if you feel you're well suited for that.